So today, I'm shooting another video today from my bedroom because as I showed you with my last video, my family is actually home and everyone has COVID except for me. So I'm not in my typical studio space and not in my office that I typically work from. I'm actually working from my bedroom today. But today I did get some new tech in and I kind of wanted to share just some thoughts with you. I'm kind of excited about this because for a variety of reasons. Reason number one, I have the AirPod Pros, but probably like you, if you're watching this, the AirPod Pros never really quite fit in my ear correctly. No matter what the tips I use, the small, medium, or large, I actually went out by a recommendation of someone else and bought these like little off-brand tips. They're kind of gross because they've been in my ear. And these were supposed to smush inside the ear a little bit better to create a better seal, and they still just really don't. And you know, like me, I guess I just have like the type of ears where they just, for whatever reason, they don't stay in very securely. Which is fine. I mean, they're great. They're great headphones if I'm sitting down. But if I'm doing anything active, they fall out of my ear. I can't get a good fit. The noise cancellation is pretty much worthless because I can't get a good fit. So it's been a love-hate relationship that I've had with the AirPod Pros. Now, I think the AirPod Pros are great. I do really enjoy them. Like if I'm just sitting at my desk working, or if I'm sitting in my car, there has been a time or two where I've like leaned over one way while I've had these in my ear and they have fallen out. And then I haven't been able to get them because they're like underneath the car seat, and of course I'm driving. So that's where I hope that the AirPod, Gen 3 will help. I know these don't have noise cancellation, but to be honest with you, I don't really need a ton of noise cancellation. I mean, it's nice to have, but it's not a necessity. So I just picked these up, or they were just delivered to my house because I can't go anywhere. So let's go ahead and open this up here. So, I mean, I'm sure if you're watching this, you've seen like a bunch of different videos of the AirPod 3rd Gens on YouTube. I mean, I'm a small YouTuber compared to some of the other guys that are out there with huge channels. Now, these are actually, oh my gosh, dude, these are small in comparison to the AirPod Pros. I mean, the case is almost the same, but they're just a little shorter. It might even be a little thinner. But I actually do kind of prefer like just a little bit of a smaller box. And I think like when I initially got the original AirPod ones, those fit in my ear perfectly. But of course, when Apple released the AirPod Pros, I was like, oh dude, the noise cancellation, yes please. Smaller stems, yes please. And I'm hoping that the AirPod version 3s will actually suffice for everything that I liked about the AirPod 1s, all the things that I don't like about the AirPod Pros. Now, like I said, the AirPod Pros are a great device. They just don't fit in my ear well. I know everybody's ear is different and it's all subjective based upon what your personal preference is. But this seems to be the AirPod version 3s seem to be the best of both worlds for me. Well, for starters, it has the same short stem that the AirPod Pros have. They're a smaller profile. They have the things that I think will just... Oh yeah, dude, that's a way better fit for maybe I just have weird ear holes, but this is a way better fit for me. It also has the H1 chip, which has like adaptive EQ in it, which is some of the same technology that the AirPod Pros have. It also does this thing where it kind of figures out like EQ wise, where it pushes in the right frequencies and pushes out the frequencies that don't work depending upon the fit in your ear. Yeah. Hands down, a much better fit. And I think, like, again, let's go ahead and just kind of compare. Let me pull the right size ear out. So these are, like, they're super close to each other. You can kind of see there. Maybe if I can get this to focus off my face. Maybe not. Oh, maybe not. But they are super close to each other. You know, you don't have to worry about the yellowing tips of the AirPod Pros, but these will just look like they would just last a little bit better. Now, the tips here are can be replaced. You can buy them. These are like absolutely filthy, but it's almost, when you take the tip off, they are pretty close to each other. I mean, look at that. They're super, super close to each other once you take the tip off. The only real difference is, I think, is like you have a longer mesh here versus what you have here. I mean, if you were to put these side by side, I don't think anyone who didn't know anything about AirPods would be able to really tell them apart. Now, the AirPod Pros sound fine. I mean, for what you're using them for. You know, even with the noise cancellation, if you can get a good fit, they sound great. I mean, the things that we all love about the AirPods, and part of the reason why they are a must-have piece of tech for a lot of people, is that you can just pop them in the ear and they have such a small footprint. I mean, I think that's the thing that I love the most about these. Now, like, I can already tell, even like, this is just like no fluff. I know a lot of people will like try and tell you all these different things to kind of get you to continue to watch, but like, this is a super, super solid fit in my earlobe. And I think this is the thing when you're talking about any sort of technology like AirPods or any sort of earbud or something like that, is that everyone has different ears, so they all are going to work differently. So in this one, the AirPod 3s, I feel like I could literally go out and run with these and not have them worry about having them fall out. I could never do that with my AirPod Pros. I could walk, but I could not run. Or else I would be like trying to track one down, and heaven forbid that like I'm like over like a grate or something like that. But so far, so good. I mean, if you're in the market, if you have a pair of the AirPod 1s or AirPod 2s with the charging case, unless you really want the shorter stems, I don't think you need to necessarily run out and buy them. But if you wanted the AirPod Pros and you wanted to get like a cleaner seal, then I definitely think this is something that you should consider thinking about. But that's really it. This is kind of like my initial like impressions. I'm gonna probably do like a longer review after I get my fat butt back into the gym and I can work on these and kind of like run and do some other things and kind of just wear them around a little bit more. Like I said, they just came in the mail today. Thanks, UPS guy. I appreciate that. But one of the things that I do know about the AirPod Pros is that they are water resistant. The AirPod version 3s are also water resistant. The AirPod 1s were not, but I still ran with them and wore them to the gym and had very to little problems or issues with them. So I don't know necessarily what makes them waterproof. I mean, I'm also not like a big sweater. Is that even a word? I don't sweat a lot. That sounds weird. But these are pretty. They also have spatial audio, which is also super dope. If you have not tried spatial audio, definitely, those could be in itself worth upgrading for. But they have spatial audio, which is kind of good, which is awesome. I think you would enjoy that if you haven't experienced that yet. I have them also. I have like a pair of AirPod Pros that I actually edit and work from or watch movies from when my kids are like going to bed and I don't want to disturb them on my Apple TV. Which these I love as well, but these are carry around every day. These just kind of, they stay in my bag and they stay by my computer, but I don't necessarily wear them like around the house or wear them out and about. I would definitely never wear these to the gym. But these, chef kiss, good. So yeah, that's just kind of my initial thoughts on this.